What up, Raffalitos? Welcome back to my channel. He just broke the law. Tried to take the shortcut around the roundabout. And that's how you know there are these people who are driving in Guyana without properly being licensed. But that's not what we're talking about this morning. We're back in this neck of the woods. The last time we were out here, this is a couple of days ago, we looked at Eccles and the new developments at Eccles, and that's just up the street from here. We actually went down this new road and took a right, and it's actually that neighborhood north of this new road. On the other side, that is Peters Hall, and further down it's Providence. But we are right now at the new roundabout where they're building this landscaping park in the center of the road. Alright, so this is where they're building that fountain in the middle of this traffic circle. Right, seems as if they're going to put a fountain in this. That looks like a hot tub, and here it also seems as if they're going to put a fountain. Just looking at the tiles, right? So there are these blue tiles around the edges of the basin here. It seems as if they're going to put a pool of some sort, and maybe a water feature, maybe a fountain or something. But that's also not why we're here. We're here because the last time I was in this neck of the woods, I actually used my Adidas tracking athletic app that allows me to track my miles when I run, because I'm out on these morning runs when I make these videos. And it showed me, my Adidas tracking app showed me that on the map here in Providence, that the neighborhood ends about a mile east of here. In other words, if you follow the road for a mile east of the main road, and what some of my subscribers and commenters are referring to as Massey Road because of the Neil and Massey store, Amzonia Mall, at the end of that road where it meets the East Bank Public Road. Now if you follow that road out east, you're going to run into the end. You're going to reach the end of Providence, and then beyond that it's just raw jungle. And that is what I'm curious about. I want to take a look at what happens at the end of Providence. In other words, how much land is there to be developed, and whether in fact that land is going to be converted into other neighborhoods. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're going to follow that road all the way out to the end, and I'll show you what exists, what the community looks like, what the neighborhood looks like, and what exists at that end of Massey Road. So let's go. So here we are, guys. We're approaching the end of this section of the East Bank Bypass Road. That is, we're approaching where the road work is being done to extend this road, and that's at the junction of what I'm calling Massey Road. A lot of these roads don't yet have names. I was just mentioning this morning that this is the East Bank Bypass Road, but nobody has given it an official name yet. And I don't know if they're going to call it the continuation of Mandela Avenue, but we should probably think about a new name for this road. I hope they don't call it Cheddi Jagan Highway again, because everything else is being called Chedijigan this, Chedijigan that. But you know, I remember traversing Sunrise Highway in Queens and Long Island.
Distance 4 miles. Duration 1 hour 7 minutes 55 seconds. Pace 21 minutes 40 seconds per mile. 610 kilocalories burned.
Yeah, like I said, I remember traversing or driving on Sunrise Highway in Queens and Sunset Boulevard in LA, and I'm thinking maybe we should think of a name like that for this road, this East Bank bypass. What do you guys think? Leave your suggestions in the comments. Tell me what you think this road should be called, and don't tell me anything about any political party or the names of any political party, because I'm not interested in it. But yeah, give me some interesting suggestions for names, what this highway should be called when it's completed. But let's go. I'm looking for the east end of Providence, and we're going to make a left turn into the sun once we get to the end of this section of road where it intersects with Providence, that Massey Road in Providence. So here we are, guys. We've reached the end. This is where construction is happening. The continuation of this East Bank bypass road. They're building this culvert. Workmen have not yet come on site yet. It's about 6, maybe 6:30 in the morning. And this is the road that I'm talking about. Somebody referred to it as Massey Road because of the Neil and Massey store at the end where it meets the East Bank Public Road. I'm going to make a walk all the way down in that direction in the next video, but for today I want to go all the way up the east end. So I want to see where this road ends in this direction. That's the east end. You know, it continues east of here. This is a lot of construction, a lot of the construction that's happening here in Providence. Right, so this is, seems like a primary residence, a single family home that's being built here at this intersection. This would be like a collector, and the collector's road that runs beside the East Bank bypass road, but in a local community here in Providence. And that's one other thing, I don't know if this whole area is called Providence, but it is in the Providence neighborhood. So if you know the name of this neighborhood, this new neighborhood that's being built, leave it in the comments below. But there are a number of new houses. Right, this is one of them. A number of new houses that are being built in this neck of the woods, and we want to see the extent of it. That is, we want to go to the end of this road and see what happens. And according to Google Maps, like I said, I was actually looking at this in Google Maps, and according to Google Maps, this extends for no more than a mile east. And then there is like a, seems as if there's a trench and a long line of houses. If you look at Google Maps, you'll see what I'm talking about. And beyond that, there's just bush plantation. So I want to see what happens when we get to the end of this road. So let's go.